Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to a rather late night session in the world.
This is gonna be intense. This is gonna go to strange places.
It is always to strange places, as we remember in the previous session. I think we haven't done this in a while, so why don't we get a quick recap of the previous session, as told from the perspective of Aldu. Give me like a quick. You have 3 minutes max, and I'm gonna cut you off if you go too far off the beaten path.
Okay. So, me and the gang, my new friends, my new pals, we headed back into Val. And as we were heading back into Val, obviously coming from Freedon, because these goons were hanging out over there, Silver Tongue brought us back in. We got dragged in as slaves, which was pretty interesting. Saw some weird shit walking through the town, but, pretty familiar to me, not so familiar to them. The kid got speared in the leg, and then Morewood done chopped a fucking neck open to the kid and dropped him off a damn waterfall. But we met with Morewood, and Morewood was walking us through his very vague proposition of what we were to do for him. And as he was walking us through that, a couple of members of the group were interjecting quite heavily that they needed more to go off of, Rorndal included in this. But as we made our way out, Morewood gave us a task, and he said that we would be given way more information if we were to do this task for him. So Rorndal and I and Kip set out, and we were accompanied by Scales, and Scales done brought us to this deep underground wet place. I don't really know. There were a bunch of fish people and shit. And we found an octopus that eats brain. And that octopus man that eats brain gave us a shiny stick. And we brought the shiny stick back to Morewood. And Morewood was like, yes, Nazval used this. And it's news to us. But then he told us that his plan was something of the following. He needs us to get a bunch of artifacts. He needs us to solidify his alliance with the Gaul. He needs materials that Admiral Plo Koon was seeking before he died, and he needs the current Freedonian mayor dead. And then I invited you guys back to my house, and Genevieve done set you up with some bedrolls, some food and shit, and now we's sleeping.
Just so everyone knows, I'm still here. I'm just grabbing water.
You're good.
Perfectly fine. And as we begin, we will be met with the slow rising of dawn in Aldu's home. There's a light bustle and gentle pattering of feet coming from the kitchen as you all wake up. Who's the first person awake?
I'll do. Hella up.
Warrendal, you awake? You're still muted.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm surprised. Usually you are the first person awake on any given morning. Are you taking
Oh.
this rare opportunity to sleep in?
Oh no, Rorndal's up and at him. I've probably just finished preparing my spells as the pitter pattering to see Aldu leap out of bed.
Oh, hey. What's going on, Rorndal?
You know, I didn't expect you as an early morning guy.
Well, I don't, presume that necessarily not being from here, I don't necessarily see you as a man of the Nazval faith, but rest assured, I ain't really either. But they do the whole morning thing with the shell in the water, and it's more customary as it is anything to do with religion at this point for me. But Genevieve and I were going to go hustle out and get the blessing. I don't know, you're up. I don't know if the others are up. You guys are more than welcome to come. It's not... You don't have to, but you're welcome to if you would like.
Oh,
Farron is 100% just like on the living room floor holding another wooden cat that he carved from one of the logs. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if it made the thing he sent you. Farron in the little fireside thing was carving little wooden Odins with his woodmaker tools. And I rolled for it, and I got a
He
nat
rolled
20.
a nat 20. These are some sick wood carvings, dude.
Nice. Fun fact for you, we'll go through this eventually. So, when you do things like crafting, it takes time and a series of rolls. So unless these were like literally the size of like a finger section, they probably couldn't be done in one night. Just
Oh no, they were
going
tiny
forward.
knickknacks. He was
Going
making
forward,
knickknacks.
crafting
No, they were
multiple,
tiny knickknacks.
multiple days. So
You know, like those wooden roosters that they have at like greasy spoon restaurants. They're like
Oh,
that.
totally.
What are you talking about? What is this?
What?
I don't know what any of those are. I've never heard of such a thing in the Nine Realms. I've never heard of that.
Immersion is key here, boys.
Anywho,
Greasy dagger.
we hear. I believe we just heard the sound again, the gentle pitter-pattering of either keys upon a keyboard or feet upon a kitchen. Unknown which one it is.
Oh, so you're shitting on me for immersion?
That wasn't me. Well, I'm looking at the I
Brendan's
I
listening.
Yeah, yeah. CD memo came out today. He's got stuff to do.
Oh god, dude.
So, is anyone else going to wake up anytime soon?
Farron's awake. He's just lying on the floor.
Okay. How about Belladin and Kip are the only? Yeah, you're awake. Okay,
Belladin gets up. He's just not comfortable. He's kind of out of sorts. He didn't sleep well. He's sort of grumpy, but he's up. He gets up and as early as anybody else. Maybe a little before, a little after I'll do. But like I feel like I didn't sleep. You know.
Kip.
Hey, Belden, you doing okay?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I'll offer you the same. You're welcome to come out and get the ye old conch blessing real quick if you'd like. Again, not obligated, but I'm gonna head out there real quick.
Genevieve comes in and
Yeah. You know, I think I will.
motions to everybody that breakfast is now served.
Oh,
As
thank
you
you.
walk into the kitchen, what's the spread we see today, Aldu?
You guys are greeted with a various set of meats and cheeses that Genevieve aforementioned went to the market the day prior and picked up. It's all homegrown, so you got a whole bunch of cheeses on the plate, and there's like some kind of spiced meats and like, you know, thinner slices and everything. A couple of pieces of bread that are kind of seemingly meant to go with it. And what seems to be the main entree is a decently seasoned and well-seared salmon.
Looks delicious, thank you, Genevieve.
It's got a couple of like fresh squeezed juices around the table as well.
You'll have to forgive me, I'm taking over Genevieve, but I don't remember what her accent is. Can you give me a quick sample real quick?
Brother, it was supposed to be French. Just make her sound kind of like a lady.
I can't do that without sounding like Farron. It is my
I mean, she was supposed to be Genevieve Lacroix, but I can't fucking do French, so I can't.
Oh, Genevieve. Basically, take this time now, if anybody would like to vent any of their feelings about the current moment, current day. You've had some time to sit and think about the things that transpired last time. If anybody has anything to say, now is the time.
Warner, I don't know about you, bud, but let me tell you what I saw in my dreams last night. It had tentacles on its face, and it smooth-talked me and tried to eat my brain. I don't know if you had anything similar, but that thing was fucking creepy, and it lived in my dreams.
I spent an extra hour praying to Tyr that I would have no dreams, so I tried my damnedest to block out nearly everything that happened yesterday.
Smart man, because he walked in like a goddamn whore in a whorehouse. He just ran right into my dreams, and it was terrible.
That
Farron is
doesn't
just like
sound good.
squinting at Odin right now. They're just kind of staring at him.
Cat pays no attention to you.
He's a good cat.
Aldo like slides a little bit of salmon off the table to Odin.
He gladly takes it. Fido seems a little pissed off.
Oh, I forgot Fido was here.
When did we get a dog?
Oh, it was a
That
dog.
motherfucker's been following you around since the green guy left.
Right. Do we have any jerky left, or did we run out of that?
All out of
I mean,
jerky.
I've got
Oh.
some meats, and Aldo kind of just like gestures to the table where there's like literally half of a tray of like sliced meats and half of a tray of cheeses. He's like, "Would you like to give your dog some meats?"
Fido
That
looks
would be
very
lovely.
eagerly at Rorndal.
Do you
Aldo
have
kind of
any
like
fruit?
picks up like 2 slices of meat and like hands it to Rorndal and just goes, "Feed your dog."
I do so. I make him sit first.
He does not sit. He does not sit.
No?
I
Nope.
do so.
He makes no attempt to sit as he begins to jump up and try and eat the meat from your hands. He's so
Can I do an animal handling check to try and make him sit?
You may do an animal handling check.
That's wonderful. Let me use my Dungeons and Dragons official Wizards of the Coast dice roller. That's a 5. With
Jumps up, snaps the meat right out of your hands,
That's 11.
and
No,
walks
wait.
up. Does not matter. It has been decided.
12.
It has been decided.
Outcome determined.
Outcome determined. Game over. Dog
We'll-
pissed off. He
we'll
shits
work
on your
on
boot
that.
and walks out.
Oh. We'll work on that. Yeah, that's something to train.
Genevieve, darling, you know I hate to ask, but if you could take care of the...
Oh, most certainly.
Thank you, darling. You're wonderful.
She gingerly picks up the boot, extending it, arms out, opens a window, and you hear the soft plop as the turd falls out the window. She carries the boot back to the kitchen.
Bless you, darling.
Anything
Do you have any
for me,
fruit?
I'll do. Go ahead, Farron.
Well, he asked if there was any fruit.
I got fruit juices.
That'll do.
You see like a solid 3 choices of fruit juices on the table. Genevieve put time into this.
You're greeted with the sound of a gong ringing in the far distance.
Oh, shit, okay. Whoever's coming, let's go. And Aldo stands up and starts kind of just walking towards the door.
I follow.
Yep.
Paladin, are you coming with? You said you were, yeah. Okay, cool. Kip will
Yeah.
follow as well, and Genevieve will take up the rear. Genevieve does not make any attempt to lock the door on her way out, and the 6 of you begin walking and making your way to the river. Aldi, why don't you go ahead and describe to us how you walk down to the river? What's the kind of terrain leading down for you? What's your normal path on a given day?
So there's kind of like between the houses there are not gross but just beaten dirt foot roads. There's kind of like fencing that goes along a way that kind of shows like this is the general direction in which you should head to get to blank. But other than that, it's just like foot roads. And you guys kind of notice that the way that the aisle that his house and the number of others sits on, the way that it's sitting there, you can like walk through this section of the fence and you kind of see it's very similar in front of all of the homes, not just the mansions, not just like Aldu's type home and not just the shacks. Like all of them have access to the waterfront. And you kind of see that as you guys are all walking together, like you're not alone. Everyone's walking out of their house and following you guys down just on these beaten footpaths, and they're just kind of chilling by the riverfront.
At the riverfront, you're greeted by one of the robed individuals who you had seen before. Aldi, are you leading the helm here?
Oh yeah.
All right. He, after he's finished with his current resident, he ushers you forward and instructs you to kneel into the river
And he does so.
and lift your hands.
And he does so.
And he produces the conch and begins to pour the
I'm
water.
sorry. This will be my one retroactive for the day. He takes his hat off.
That's
Very
fine.
much takes his hat
That's
off,
fine,
puts it
yeah.
to the side, and
Totally. I think that would be, and the priest kind of like pours the water over your face, starting at the crown, of your head and kind of down your face as it like kind of drips off of your beard. And he lifts you up and says, "Go in the name of the Sea Lord, and may your day be blessed." And this process will continue in the same fashion for everybody who is there, unless anybody does anything differently. Just for this time's sake, everybody's going to kind of experience this the same way. And I think the best way to describe it is you don't really feel as if you're touched by a god or touched by some form of a deity, but your day just feels like it's going to be a little bit different. Like, this is probably the most ritualistic thing any of you have ever done, and you just feel a little bit different, but not enough where you're like, well, this is life-changing, but different enough where you might feel like your day has a little bit of an impact from this. And you're all going to kind of, Aldu's waiting for you all, and he will guide you back up to the house. Upon entering in the door, Genevieve is going to go kind of to one of the back storage rooms while you all wait by the door. And Aldu's going to kind of keep you guys corralled there. She's going to come back with a series of towels for you to kind of like wipe your face and wipe your feet before you head back into the house.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Genevieve.
And breakfast will continue however you would like to do it. You do remember that Morewood did want to see you one more time to talk things over, so whenever you'd like to head to Morewood's, please let me know, otherwise the floor is yours.
So Aldu kind of assumes that. I mean, are you guys like sitting back down at the table, or are you still eating?
I think Van's done.
Aldu kind of like sits kind of like half on the chair, and he's still picking at stuff. He's just like, "Oh, well, gentlemen, formally, if I didn't say this before, I would like to thank you kindly for getting me out of that sticky situation in the woods. Y'all did me a solid there, and while obviously it is no necessary return in dramatics here, hopefully at least a good night's rest and some food is a thank you in some kind to you. But appreciate y'all stopping through. I think you're some fine folk, but I do have to say, Morewood did want to see us again, and I know you guys are on the fence with some choices here, and mine's kind of made for me. Hands are a bit tied here, but depending on what you all choose, if you would have me, I'd still love to travel with you. I'm just a little bit conditionary, if you know what I mean."
Right, that makes sense. Aldu, you've been a fantastic host, and I don't think that condition's going to be much of an issue, because I can't believe I'm saying this. I think Val might be one of our better options, if not the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what everyone else's thoughts on, but before we go to Morewood, we might as well talk about our plans. Right now, we've got 3 main options as to who to side with. We could side with the current mayor, Freedon, and keep everyone in this sort of strange status quo. Coin is the only language truly spoken in Freedon Merchant Guild thing that is currently happening, which I don't think is good to maintain for long.
If that's how it plays out.
Well,
There's no guarantee that if we go side with the mayor, there's no guarantee that whatever Morewood's doing is going to stop.
Oh, no, I don't think that either. I think it's gonna last for about 5 seconds and then just collapse in on itself almost immediately. We could side with Jacob Black, which will just be the sea of corpses that we're attempting to prevent. I think there will be change, but perhaps not at the best time. Which is how we get
Jacob
to
Black.
Val.
Well, on the subject of Jacob Black, if we were to help him earnestly and not for Morewood, then we are most likely looking at more bodies than Morewood's option, which, in the reality of fighting a necromancer, is the worst option that we have at our disposal. And as bad as, well, no offense, I'll do, as unfortunate as the Val lifestyle can be perceived, it is generally the least bad thing that could happen of these three options, which are do nothing with the mayor, wipe Val off the face of and help Morewood get rid of Freedon, but there will be potentially less bloodshed. Well, there'll be bloodshed, I'm sure, but there'll be potentially less death with Morewood's option, and it's not true. Even if they're enslaved, they have a chance, as I understand, to become free men again. And as we've seen with Genevieve and other people, well, I've talked about Genevieve, but slavery or servitude or whatever you're in for in Val is not necessarily a lifelong contract, and you can generally work your way out.
Sir, I do just need to stop you. I'm sorry. Be it that you are under my roof, I should clarify. Genevieve is my friend. She is employed for me. I will have absolutely no such thing as servant or slave said about her, alright?
Oh, that's what she said. I was just repeating what she said.
Girl, what have I told you about this shit? Okay, you work for me, you live here. You are my friend.
Yes.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Yes,
please.
Master Aldu. Boom. Genevieve just got down and dirty on a drumstick, and she's really enjoying it. So
she canonically also said boom.
Semantics aside, siding with Jacob Black is going to lead to, among other things, public executions in the streets. One or both cities, frankly, burning to the ground. This is just complete overhaul, whereas the word you used earlier with the Val option was destroy. I think Morewood is more intent on just rebinding the two regions, and in that moment I think that's what's best. I think a lot of Freedon doesn't even support Freedon. Frankly, I think a lot of the people who support Jacob Black would support Morewood if they knew exactly what he was going to bring or do.
Oh, sorry. He was totally just going to try and bring you into the conversation. You can speak.
Rondell, I have a question for you. Do you think that you have to convince me to side against Freedon? You're talking to the room, or are you talking to me?
Oh, I forgot about that part of you in the party and the whole Freedon thing.
Yeah, I lived there for a little while, friend. I know you're new. It's okay.
Baladin, I don't need to, I feel like I can be frank with you. I don't think...
Juice.
I don't think we need to be coy with each other and speak like, oh, I think all of us would need to. Sorry, that was my impression. I'm not great at accents. But,
That Belladin accent?
yeah, I was,
Was that icy?
I'm Belladin.
Was
How
that
was
an
that?
icy Rordale going, I'm not great at accents?
Yeah, that I did say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna save you some time. I also think that we should help Val. There's a couple different reasons for that. One, I agree that the bloodshed will be least with Morwood. I do think that Free Dawn, as it stands economically, is unsustainable. If I'm being honest, I don't have a whole lot of love's a weird word. I don't have a lot of love for the Thieves Guild. You know, like I spent time with them. I got friends in there, but I've never been a card carrying member. You know, it was an occupation for me. It wasn't a lifestyle. And so there's smart guys. I don't think they're gonna. Thieves don't like commit themselves to chains because they believe in something. They're going to be smart. They're going to recognize that there's a change. They're going to leave the sewers, and it's going to be fine. I'm not worried about the Thieves Guild. Of course, you know, I'm guessing. I can only assume that Morwood is going to have us kill someone important, political.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
I think he explicitly mentioned
He explicitly
that we had
told
to
us
kill the
that we were
mayor.
going to kill the current
The
mayor.
mayor? Okay, that's right. Sorry, out of character. That was from the video. You're right.
You're good.
He wants to kill the mayor. Looking around at our skill sets, it's probably gonna be my job. So I'm telling you now, let's do it.
Well,
But-
wait just a minute.
Genevieve accidentally knocks over a pile of bounty papers and oops, and goes to pick up the bounty papers on the ground.
And Aldu's literally sitting there with this look on his face.
Farron kind of looks between. Farron looks between Veladin and Aldu. He's like, I am hunting things too.
And fucking. The fuck did you just say, bitch? I got over 300 confirmed kills in the Marine.
When did this party change? There's so many hunters now. Christ.
We're a pretty aggressive group
I mean,
now.
Horndal, you did technically hunt down necromancers, so
It's true, dude.
This
Okay,
guy's
so-
still got a pulse.
We're all pretty good at
God.
killing, but only one of us has a. We don't have to get into this right now. I think I'm most equipped. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I love it. I love
Did
it.
Paladin almost say in character, I'm a rogue level 5?
Oh, bro.
I didn't say it. I almost did. I did not. Okay.
Specifically of the assassin archetype.
Oh shit, dude.
You can be the backup plan, Veladin.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead.
But
Continue, please.
there's one other reason why I think I can't let myself get kicked out of Val. And that reason is very convoluted, and I could explain it another time. But long story short, I think my daughter might be in Val as an indentured servant somewhere.
What?
You had a kid?
She's not mine.
No. I think you misunderstand me. Something reproduced with you? Have you
Alright.
smelled yourself recently? Listen, no, I'm sorry. My bedroll is yours, but goddamn, man. I think that conch shell did you a favor.
It's been a long week.
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
We've definitely showered in
Bite
that
my
time.
titty, I will murder you.
That all said, it's a long story. We can talk about it on the road. Someone I love is somewhere in this federation. And
I mean, shit, we could probably help you find her.
we got work to do in the meantime. It's been a while.
Okay, yeah. Just got time.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
The
Not if we
sun
keep
is
arguing.
Fairly higher than it was before. It's a couple of hours past.
point is, I am with you guys. You don't have to convince me. I think we have to help out.
All right. With that, I think we can go to Morewood, talk about how we do this thing.
Let's do it.
Onward to Morewood we go, friends. You know the path.
Sha-sha.
You know
We're
the
off
path,
to
and you
visit
take
the
it
wizard, the wonderful wizard of Val.
well. As you reach the middle sorcery, when you reach the middle section where the barracks are, you're greeted by two Val guards. They stand tall with large pikes in their hands. As you begin to try and cross the plain, they cross the pikes, stopping you from entering. State your business.
We are
We are here to
Makk.
talk to Morewood.
On whose accord?
Morewoods.
Silver tongues.
No, Morewoods. Morewood told us to come talk to Morewood.
Yeah.
Very well. And they lift their pikes.
Gentlemen.
And
Milady.
as you walk up the stairs and into Bloodwood's personal chamber, you see something a little bit different than you saw the first time. Where the large hole had been, where the largest waterfall of this rock was cascading down, the entrance is magical. The entrance is no longer whatever that sound was. That was beautiful.
It was a button falling off my table. Sorry.
Damn, that sounded like a plate. Like you just
Like a
walked
whole
through, just
plate.
like, Opa! You just, like, broke a plate. Where this large hole had been, kind of like Morewood's personal like view of the ocean, now has a waterfall covering it, and Morewood is kneeling in front of it with kind of like his hands to his side, kind of out at, you can imagine they're kind of making like a 90-degree angle, so they're kind of out to his sides. Man, I'm gonna need everyone to make a perception check real quick.
That would. You want an order?
Just tell it to me.
Okay. I got a 17 with bonuses.
Okay.
24.
I'll stop
What is your
there.
perception bonus?
I'll stop
I
there
get a-
because he
Oh,
definitely
wait.
sees it.
I
That's
don't know if you want to stop
definitely
there.
wrong.
I rolled a 0.
Water.
Perception is plus
Waterfall. Water. Looks like water.
You are in a box.
Paladin, you don't quite see it. And then Farron, you're the last person. What did you roll?
8 plus 5. 13.
Alright, I need the three of you to mute me real quick. I gotta
Okay.
tell him what he sees.
Oh shit, hold on.
Give me a good thumbs up when I'm muted on your end. And I will tell...
I'm not sure if I know how to.
Just
Right
right-click.
click his
Brendan, go to the so like come out of full screen. If you're in full screen, on the right hand side where it says members, right click on him.
Got it.
Right click on him, mute him.
Okay.
Just give me a good thumbs up. Bryce, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna assume that everybody is muted for me. Matt, unexplicably, you see the face of something that you can't even describe. It's not of this world, but not in the same way that the Mind Flayer was not of this world. It is not of this world as in supernatural. You are potentially, you think you've seen the face of Nazval.
Oh.
Hearing mass orgasmic noises.
And as quickly as you come in, the waterfall disappears, and the face disappears. So go ahead and tell everyone that they can unmute me.
You guys can all unmute Alex.
You are unmuted on my end, sir.
Yep. You're good. Hi, Alex.
Bryce?
Mm-hmm.
As you guys enter this area, the waterfall disappears, and Morwood raises to his feet and turns around to greet you. Gentlemen, I am most pleased that you have returned back here today. I hope you bring good news for me.
Indeed, we have, what do we call him, Master Morwood?
Are you asking OOC or IC?
I think I was asking IC. I still use the silly accent.
Morwood will serve, sir. You are no slaves of mine.
Right. Yes, we have come to the decision that helping you and your cause is the right thing to do.
Oh, I am most certainly very pleased to hear that. I knew that a good night's rest and a well-faring and outstanding citizen's house would make you see the power that we can hold.
Aldo tips his hat at the mention.
Well, gentlemen, this is wonderful news. However, I need to be going. There is a matter at hand in the Scarlet Desert that requires the attention of all, if not most if not all of the 8. It is. We're hitting 1 a.m.
Okay.
Most, if
Fuck
not
it, dude.
all of the 8. My services have been requested personally, as I'm sure you know that counteracting elements usually balance each other out. Because the Scarlet Desert is so heavily influenced by Ragnaros the Fire Lord, my services have been required, and so that we may, myself and Major Dormo, may be able to quell what's happening there. We shall see. But gentlemen, if my clock is correct, we have 2 weeks until the Fredonian election takes place. In order for things to truly begin on our end, we must, how do you say, accelerate the election. Do you remember the current task at hand that I need from you?
Yeah, we need to off that bitch.
Frazenrun has always been a long-standing politician with the Fredonians. I'm uncertain whether it is because of his general laissez-faire attitude when it comes to the less desirable individuals of Freedom. I'm sure you're familiar with the type. Or maybe it's his connections with the old wealth of the city. Either way, it is time to clean house. With Jacob Black at the helm, I'm sure he will have no problem rallying the people to our cause. The question remains, how do we go about doing this? And he gestures his hands towards you. Have you had taken any thought to what might be the best approach?
You're drowned, if I may. This does happen to quite be my field. No, I know I have absolutely more than capable friends here with me, and I believe I will rely on them heavily, as I've already needed them once before, and they have been there for me. But this is a field that I speak, and I would like to say I speak decently well. If we are going to take out an individual, we do need to make sure that the bases are covered. Alright, so first things first, obviously we know a lot about this individual from a political standpoint, but we may not know a whole lot about them from a personal standpoint, alright? When you drop water into a pond, as you know, there are ripples. Now, we need to see what those ripples would be right off the bat, because if we go and we get this guy killed, but there's immediate repercussions that we weren't seeing, maybe someone jumps into power after him, or maybe, fuck, it wasn't even him in the first place, alright? We need to know those things, okay? So going into this, we need to talk to people that he knows. Maybe personally, maybe not so personally. We need to find out where he goes in his free time. We need to find out if he's got a favorite spot to go and hang out with his buds. We need to find these things out so that we can finesse our way in. Because you're going to
the
do
nice
this.
thing about living in freedom is that I know people who already know those things.
That's my man right there. That's half the research already done. We find those things out, we put it in order.
Certainly some wonderful news. Speaking of news, I forgot to mention it last time we were together. Are you familiar with the election, or I should say the palpable voting of Light's Font?
I can't say we know anything about that.
Well, last time that there was an update from the council, it seemed that the votes were tied 3 apiece. Tides have changed, it seems. 4 votes now go to the priests, 2 to the paladins, and 3 to the clerics. It seems that Justicar Eli has fallen out of league with some of his paladins, as they have now shifted to other camps. I'm sure within a week's time, if not sooner, we will receive another update. But soon enough we will have another seat upon the Council of 8. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I did not mean to take away from your conversation. I think you bring very valuable points to the table. There are some concerns that we must think about. For one, and this may be of an upsetting fact to you, Aldu, you may not use your pistols to execute the mayor.
Your drownness.
Is that
Never
because
intended.
Val is known for this technology?
I wish to not let people assume things, let's say. Although I know that Aldu's comings and goings have probably spread the rumor of there being such technology, that is still a closely guarded secret.
Your will be done. I'll make sure that guy dies and I don't even have to draw weapons or, again, familiar with the field.
Secondly, you cannot use magic to kill him. Any murder of a high political figure that is done with magic will most certainly draw the arcane investigators from Malakanos, a most unpleasant experience, as they are well trained. They will undoubtedly find you, and the result will be, well, let's just say, magic does as magic does, and magic be done upon those who do it. And lastly, I think that the last condition should be, we need to frame this in a specific manner. I don't think I really care which one it is, but we either need it to seem as an accident, or maybe a doing from his own court, or, even better yet, we pin it on the low-life thieves that run the city. See, if anyone makes the connection that it was Makk Varrlosagg that put the knife to Frazenrun's throat, or if Jacob Black, perhaps in a fit of anger, managed to kill the mayor, it would drastically reduce our current position. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Well, gentlemen, I think that is the only point that I needed to make. Is there any other things that you wish to discuss with me about this topic?
Morwood, is there any... I don't mean to sound needy, but this task is not going to be the simplest in the world. Is there anything you can do to offer us in terms of making our lives a little bit easier? Do you have any technology or...
Name your price, sir.
Well, and if I may, sir, you got anything in the realm of, how we say, rather undetectable to the taste poisons.
Poisons are an interesting thing. Highly frowned upon in our culture, I'm sure, as you remember. We have no such things here. Many believe only a coward kills with poison.
You know
But
who
if
probably
if it's
has
not
it.
us killing, a coward killing may just be the perfect frame.
Well, you know who probably has it? Those who live below Freedom.
A very fine point. Other than that, is there anything that you require?
Probably safe passage back, honestly. I don't know how I don't think any... I'm sorry, were you guys planning on walking your asses back across the fields there?
You may have a boat if you so choose. Otherwise, I can put you in the general location of Freedon, as I am not very familiar with the area. It will be an approximation of where you should go. Teleportation is quite an odd thing. I cannot land you in the city, nor could I land you inside the mayor's office, for instance, as I do not have that knowledge of what that place looks like. If I were to even attempt it, there is just as equally of a chance that you land 50 miles offshore as you do 50 miles from here.
Fair enough. I think the boat will probably do just fine.
Is time a luxury that we have to spend?
I am so glad that you asked that. The election is in 2 weeks. I will be gone for 1. I expect results when I return.
In that case, we have.
You know, the teleportation option seems actually a lot prettier, I'll be honest with you.
Well, that is fantastic news. I wish to give you one thing before you go, unless there's anything else you need from me, of course. And he produces from behind his back a very smooth, flat stone with 3 white lines across the top of it. And he holds it out for someone to take.
Golden takes it.
That is of no surprise to anyone.
As if there was going to be a magic item that Belladin didn't get.
Well, that, sir, is a homing stone. All you need do is throw that into a pool of salt water from the sea, and a portal will open up, and it will bring you directly, and he points right to the pool, right here. It is a one-time item. You may use it once, and the portal stays open for exactly 6 seconds.
Will we be naked in the pool, or is it just sort of...
As you go through it, you will appear here in just that fashion.
And then please strip accordingly.
Great.
Fantastic. I must remind you, that is a one-time item. And should anyone be left behind, they will be left behind.
Okay.
But as long as you can find your way to the sea, you can find your way back here.
Alright, we will see you in a week.
Fantastic, gentlemen. Hold hands.
Do we have to?
I push Kip out of the way and grab Belladin's hand.
Kip grabs Belladin's hand firmly.
Hey guys, is this you? Rorda, how are you? Hey Kip, Rorda, what's going on?
Hey, what? We're just doing the spell.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't have time to waste.
You to
Come
roll
on.
me a fresh deception check right there.
Crap on a bike.
Roll me a fresh deception check.
Is it against
Okay.
mine? Is it?
It would be against your intuition.
Yeah.
Or no, your insight.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not good at deception.
Mine's
Let's
plus
see.
5, so good luck.
Well, your insight is +5?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I got a 16.
Alright. With bonuses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a 16 without bonuses.
Oh, are you lying, Warrendal? Is there some deeper meaning as to why you grabbed Belden's hand?
Perhaps.
Then you need to
Wait, who are you? Is that just God? More was just like, Rorndal.
Belden, you notice across Warrendale's face when he says this, his brow kind of frumples a little bit, and you caught him off guard. Nothing, and it just like he kind of like doesn't make eye contact with you. You think he's lying.
Right. I just kind of look at him and squints, and I'm like, alright. Fine. And then go about our lives.
Are we all holding hands?
Yeah.
Alright.
Gentlemen,
Morwood.
Farron crouches down and grabs Rondell's hand.
Aw.
three people. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, all right, I gotcha. I thought 3 people were holding Belden's hand, and I got real.
I'm assuming I've got Kip and Farron and like Odin's like he's like he's like in the.
You're holding
by the way.
Odin's hand.
By the way, Farron's wearing a leather jacket, kind of like.
Yeah.
He's. It's literally the same. It's like no change. It's just aesthetic change.
He's wearing one of Aldu's.
Yeah.
Genevieve totally gave him one of Aldu's, not Duster, just
They were
like leather
fucking
jackets.
fashion.
It's a nice jacket.
Gentlemen,
It's a solid jacket.
you have 1 week's time. Should you need anything, I'm sure you'll be able to find our contacts.
Yeah, sorry, I guess real quick. Did we talk about, just this is kind of out of character, he gave us somebody to be our point of contact, right?
Yeah, we have that.
You know who it is?
Yep.
Isn't it? Yeah.
If you
It's
don't
like the guy
remember
at the
yeah, probably now's
harbor.
the time to double check.
It's the guy at the harbor, right? With the scar
Sure.
thing. Thought it was the guy at the harbor.
Hey, Morwood, before we leave, who was our contact guy again?
Your contact will be the same individual that you met in the harbor. You'll
Oh.
Okay.
You will tell him that the waves crash hardest on the east, and he will find a way to contact you later in that day.
Sounds good to me. Appreciate it.
Fantastic, gentlemen. And may you walk in Nazval's waves. I don't know. It's so tough having a water deity. You're like, what do I say? What do you ever say? Like, water in his wetness? Like, it just...
And we hear that as we get teleported. It just trails off. We're just like,
May you walk in his wetness,
Stupid. That was stupid.
wetness.
Walk on water? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking
May
about
you
walking on
walk
water?
in his wetness. Ah, stupid. And then just poof.
And you land on your feet on solid ground in the middle of the
May the waves of fate fortune you.
God.
Do I recognize where we are?
I don't know. You need to roll to see if you know where you landed.
What am I checking?
Nature.
No.
Nature?
You're trying to see if you like.
We're outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to help Belden on this roll.
Do you know the immediate area of Freedon?
Absolutely not, and that isn't fully why I intend to roll.
All right, I rolled a 17 plus 2 nature.
You're pretty close. You're about 3 miles out. I don't care what you rolled, Cam.
I was going to say he doesn't need it.
You're like 3 miles out. From what you can tell, you're close but not close enough. Like you've got some cover of night. You landed right here.
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna tell the party. All right, we're about 3 miles. Wait, did you say where we? Blow me up for a second. Where are you? Where are we? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So we are about 3 miles out from the city at this point. I don't know if they're gonna let us back in through the main gate.
Do you have a suggestion of how we would get in otherwise?
I do.
Okay, I am all ears, my man.
I mean, the Thieves Guild isn't exactly welcome to the front door. Traditionally, we've always had sewers, just kind of all over the place that we can enter. Traditionally, recently, most of them have been shut down, or closed or clogged or whatever. But there are a few on the coast that I think are still there. And so I think we should kind of head towards the water, roughly south of the city, and we'll be able to find our way in through there. That's what I always did, and as far as I can remember recently, I think it's still there. That'd be my suggestion. If you guys have any other, let me know.
No, that's pretty much what I was going to suggest. Though I
You're
can't
sure
remember
that-
why we can't go through the front gate.
Well, I'm thinking about what Morwood said with the spies, and we walk through town in shackles. Like
So
people.
as you guys begin walking, you're seeing in the distance some flyers attached to trees. I'll do
I
that.
walk up.
Pretty damn akin to some bounties. They're bounty flyers for sure.
He
Hear now that the group known as Makk Varrlosagg are enemies of Freedon
What?
for conspiring with the Val. Any member who is turned in, their head shall be worth 10,000 gold pieces.
I'll
Hey,
do.
guys, I got a question
We
for
all
you.
load our bows towards Al.
Wait, you guys didn't fucking read it. I picked one up. I'm looking at you guys
He
right
didn't
now.
say a damn word. He's reading it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Hey guys, can I ask you a
What
figurative
does it
question?
say? Baron didn't fucking run over there. He's standing with the rest of the people.
Can I ask you a figurative question?
Shoot.
How willing would, just any, like, one of you be to dying, probably, like, beheaded, if it meant that everyone else that didn't die got 10,000 gold?
Seeing as necromancy
I'll
is
do-
banned in the
No.
region.
I would give Farron up. I think that's okay. Farron,
I'll do
He's not with
no.
him. He's not with him. He
Belladin,
doesn't know.
bad.
He doesn't hear any of this. He's not with him. Remember? He yelled. He yelled that he wanted to.
They didn't
know
walk
what it
over
said.
with him either.
So,
we'll turn around. Farron is
gentlemen.
Farron
sitting
is
like
by himself
the tree.
over in
He's
the
just-
woods. It's his natural territory. He's picking berries
What?
or something. You said, and I will play back the video for you one day. You said, I shout over. What does it say? So that means you are not within earshot to hear what they just said.
Did everybody else walk over with him? Because from what I saw when I was listening and watching, Cam was Aldu was the only person that went over to it.
I don't know. No one else declared
Dude,
their
I-
action except
I
for you, Seth.
shin boogied over there, dude. I hefty trotted
I
over.
assume that when people interact with other people, and they didn't explicitly say I went with this person, that's what they did. So you
No,
I
so
assumed
Allison,
it was just us three, and then you were.
explicitly countered that and said I didn't go with them. So I assume everyone else went and caught up with him. So,
Aldi walks back over to the group. He definitely does not keep this secret, but he walks back over to the group and he just goes, "All right, gentlemen, listen, okay. We're going to fester a positive again. Once more, just we're going to put this out on the table. Okay, we're going to fester a positive from what I'm about to read you, okay? Again, if any of you are willing to just, like, cut your own head off, you can make us all a lot of money. On a less good note, more not great. So, someone found out that y'all are working with Val now. Y'all are
you're gonna
enemies.
Take one more good look at that picture and see. Goddamn, you're on there too.
Oh shit, I look good. Damn, I'm on there too. Yo, I'm one of y'all
I'll do.
now. That's pretty neat. Look at this. Yo, check it out. Yo, if we walk
Not
into
the
there,
thing
we
to
are.
focus on right now.
Yeah, no,
And
but check it
Kip's
out.
on there
Yo,
too. Surprisingly, Kip has officially been added to the Makk Varrlosagg fan club. Apparently.
see,
Hey,
you don't
congrats.
understand. This is a huge moment for me, alright? I'm on the bounty poster now.
Wait, is Kip on there?
Yeah, Kip's on
Yeah,
there.
fuck yeah, Kip's on there. Look at this
Hey,
shit.
Kip, you made it.
Yeah, but as I was saying, so
This is not something we should be excited
I
about.
embrace Kip.
on the
He
more
embraces back
negative side,
harder.
boys.
I'm staring daggers at Kip.
He rubs a hand, just very gently rubs a hand on your back.
I'm imagining
Gentlemen,
Belladin's
just
back
for
is
the
to me, and Kip is looking over his shoulder
Yes,
at
he's
me.
looking
Baron
right at
reaches
you.
down and pats Rorendell. Tough break, little guy. You'll get him
Gentlemen, I
next
do
time.
think I need to clarify. That's not 10,000 gold for the lot of us. That is for each one of our heads. Is an individual 10,000 gold. We are enemies of the state.
Pause! Out of character. Alex, is it possible, with my competency in disguising, to disguise other people?
It is most certainly within your power to disguise other people.
So if we found a dummy and made him me,
That's an incredibly difficult skill check. And
what if he looks like me?
I thought you were gonna
it's
say
an incredibly
just-
difficult skill check because, well, you're a human of flesh and blood, and if you were to,
Not a dummy, I mean a real fucking person who I'm gonna like shave his beard to look like me.
wow,
Guys,
sure, yeah, totally, you could
That is messed up.
undoubtedly do that. It would be very difficult, very difficult.
But not
And
as
here
difficult as like a dummy.
And here I thought you were gonna say, let's just wear disguises to get into the city.
Yeah.
I
That's
fucking knew.
exactly
I
what I-
fucking knew. I
That's
fucking
exactly
knew I
what
liked this
thought
guy.
he was gonna say. He's
I
like, I
fucking
want
knew.
to claim the 10,000 gold bounty. The dude.
I fucking knew what he. You see,
dude who has
see,
100,000 gold
see.
buried in the fucking ground wants 10,000 more gold, even though he doesn't spend any gold and gets free magic items. Well, actually, like,
see, yo, I knew I
we
fucking knew.
can't turn in anything for the money because we're all worth the money. If we turn something in,
Bitch, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Is
Let's-
you
okay,
is you
that was-
hard of
that was-
hearing? I said we just kill one of us.
I'll do
It ain't fucking rocket
OC.
science, okay? We just fucking
We're
kill
OC
the
camp, damn it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we're back. At
That's
it.
just what Cab sounds like in real life.
Listen, okay, so all jokes aside here, gentlemen, unless we are trying to fester some mighty coin out of this at the blood cost,
No.
The sewer
This-
plant
this,
still
uh,
stands.
yeah, I mean, no, it doesn't just stand, it fucking, it's dancing.
Belladin,
Sure.
are the streets empty at night?
To some extent. I mean, yeah. I mean, like it gets defined empty, like completely. Like there are people. Like there are bars in Freedom. You've been to Freedom, Farron. You know this.
Hey, Nightman, I need you to fucking answer me a question real quick.
So, who the fuck is Nightman?
You, champion of fun, fighting for everyone, I need you to answer me a question real quick. Do you have the capability
Yeah.
of not making me look like I am Aldu Banful?
Yes.
Counter
Follow up.
follow-up question. Can you make Farron the Red, maybe like Farron the Blue?
Blue.
Oh no.
That's actually
What
probably a
about-
pretty easy one. Yeah.
What about Rainef the Blue?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are a lot. Every disguise is pretty individual. You are going to take a lot of work. Farron with blue dye wouldn't be that hard. But the fact is, I'm going to have to do an individual disguise for each of you. And if even one of them isn't up to par, we're going to go to jail, and someone else will get the gold, and we will not.
Oh, bitch, we ain't going to jail. We gonna die.
Also, point of order, I don't think anything will be able to disguise me.
Oh, come on. You look like a tiny hairy halfling.
I do.
You could make for like a pretty squat halfling. I'm just gonna say it.
I mean,
Like a muscular, well-toned.
Undoubtedly, you'd
magic-
have to shave him.
I was gonna say, how attached are you to
absolutely
that
not.
beard there, big boy?
What happens when you shave a dude? Is there? Never mind. We're not gonna get into this. now.
You die.
I've come up with rules for what happens if you shave a dwarf. Trust me. I've done this.
all the magic items get deleted.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
he has a set beard growth day, like, calculation. It's great. I've thought all this through.
All right, gentlemen, we might be overthinking this. Okay. Yes, we are enemies of the state. Okay. But we're also talking about the city that has a literal underground system of crime. I feel like we can probably exploit this a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm in favor of the sewers.
Though pardon my giant, I am not a retard. If we're going underground to a crime world, they's probably going to be keenly aware that we got 10,000 gold each on our head.
I have a pitch.
Please proceed, Dwarf.
So, I can message Jacob Black, right? Maybe we can imply that we were framed by the city, right? Because the mayor's trying to keep us down. He gets his network to get us in. Because for all intents and purposes, we're basically working with him.
Do you think he would lend us one of his doppelgangers if it meant one of them dying that looked like us, and like we gave him a doppelganger head and we cut him in on the gold?
Doppelgangers, when they die, turn back into doppelgangers.
Son bitch.
Why would we do that? Why wouldn't we just have the doppelganger do something like poison the mayor or bring him out so we can kill him?
But that's what I'm saying. I think just...
It won't be that easy.
But I mean, we need all the help we can get.
You see, but I have a slight problem. What if he just don't believe us?
He has every reason not to like the mayor.
I understand that, but
In
he
any
also has
case-
triple the reason not to like Val.
Right, but if we're
At the very least, motherfucker over here, Farron's gotta lose that jacket, and you, sir, have got to turn me into like a 10 out of 10 woman or something, because I'm a whole lot of Val. I don't know if you like picked up on that. I'm going to work on an accent or something too. Can I I can't really do accents.
Oh, neither can I.
No, you're right. We should all employ disguises. I'm going to assume that, and this is, sort of an assumption. DM, you can correct me. If I fuck up a disguise, they can roll their own? No.
No, disguise is like one time only. Like, you get it or you don't.
No, it makes sense. You get it.
You precisely, because you've used your disguise kit so many times, only have 4 more uses, and there are 5 of you.
I only have 4 more uses of my disguise kit, period? I didn't know it was limited use.
Yep, dyes and stuff like that do run out.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
You might be able to squeeze out 5, but you're pretty certain that if you shaved Rorndal, no one would even think twice about it.
Great. That sounds great. Now,
I mean,
okay.
Rorndal, are you willing to die for your beard?
I mean, I don't know how much you know about dwarven culture. A beard is basically a man's life. To be shaved as a dwarf is the equivalent to being exiled.
Why don't we just tie his beard behind his
I have
head?
an accurate roll for you. A beard to a dwarf is 82% of its life. Like, it is 82% of his daily ritual of getting ready is dedicated to the beard.
Me too.
Continue.
Why don't we just
you don't think it
tie-
takes that long to make spells, do you?
Why don't we just tie Rorndal's beard behind his head, and then
Oh my
put
god,
a
we
bag
make it look
on it?
like hair! You're a fucking genius.
You're not bald, are you, Rorndal?
I peel back the chainmail helm that I'm wearing, and a full head of ponytailed hair just sort of bloops down.
Perfect. We'll just tie it underneath that.
Wait, so your solution is to pull back the beard,
Sure, why
and then
not?
it'll just disappear from my chin and appear behind my
Warndell kind
head?
of like demonstrates that when he goes to do this, it looks like his hair magically just turns into a bush of pubes. Like it just doesn't look good. Like his beard is kempt and everything, but when
Maybe
you,
he's really
start twisting
ugly.
it behind his head, he looked like his beard's a different color than his hair.
Mm.
Do you have a mask to go with that chainmail helm?
You know, maybe. Wait, no.
I could carve us wooden masks if we could get some hoods.
I don't think we really
Because
have
that's
that
not
amount of time.
suspicious.
Kip kind of.
Well, we have 2 weeks.
He kips
Technically
in.
a week.
Kip, Master Belladin, I don't mean to be the one to say this, but we are on the main road. Perhaps we might want to get off of the road with bounty posters around.
Yeah, that's a fair call. We're gonna have to get off road anyways to get to the sewers, so we should just do that. But let's walk and talk, boys.
When you start making your way, Belladin at the helm, towards what he remembers as the sewers.
Yeah. Disguises. Okay, so. Yeah, okay, let's just think about this rationally. Rondale, how many people have identified you as a dwarf on sight?
I mean, most of them think I'm a hairy halfling, but now with a bounty, it's pretty indistinguishable.
You guys are pretty realm famous now, with 2 bard songs spreading your name. Rondale the dwarf dwarves are back. Dwarf.
I'm glad we decided to be famous. Like 2 days before we started to decided to assassinate a major political figure.
Hey,
That sounds like-
that's where the challenge comes in, okay? No one ever said it had to be easy.
Farron
I
gives
like your
Rorendal a
attitude there,
look.
Mr. Aldu. You've sure got a real positive attitude when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's not like any of this was predetermined in any way, shape, or form, right?
No.
Good.
Live fast, die hard, my man.
Aldu,
I
did
don't
you
wanna
say
die,
something?
Master Aldu.
Fair enough, Kip.
Thanks for saving me the other day, by the way. I don't think we ever really talked about that.
You know what? Let's not talk
You're
about it, my
welcome.
Now
man.
is not
that
the
was
time.
for your sake. That was some tough shit to watch, my man. Jumping is not your strong suit.
I failed, Master Belladin, and he turns away, and you can see he's pretty disappointed in the thought of displeasing Master Belladin.
Kip, don't. Okay. Come here.
He
Yep.
shambles over.
Okay. You're fine.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I just did my best, Master Belladin.
You did your best. You did your best.
Let's bring up the mood.
I turned to Aldu, I'm like, that sad puppy bastard.
God, you two, really, this thing that you got going on here. Am I missing something?
I'm
Clearly.
incredibly devoted. Master Rorendal did the ceremony himself. It's important to me. It's important to me that I am devoted to Master Belladin.
Wait, what the hell's going on?
Well, you
I
know,
don't
that's not
know.
the only ceremony I can do.
Jesus
What are you-
fucking Christ! Hold on.
Jesus,
Can
God,
I
what
can I
are you
roll?
talking about?
Can I roll insight, please? Can I
To
please?
who?
Can I be the one to roll insight on
To
this?
who and to what?
I am going to roll insight into everything Rordal just said. Specifically, that's not
Now,
the
I
only
typically
ceremony
don't
I can
like
do.
characters rolling against other characters. I know we just did it, but I mean.
I have a -2 to insight. This is more for comedic
Oh,
value.
All right, fine.
Oh,
For
I'm
comedic
not-
value,
I'm
go
not
ahead and roll your
hiding
20.
anything.
-3.
You said you had -2. How did you roll a -1?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at investigate. -1.
Man, these holy guys really like talking about devotion.
What other ceremonies can you do? I'm interested.
Really?
You hear
Guys,
the crashing of
now's
waves
not the
upon the
time.
shore as you keep walking. You must be getting close.
Oh shit, boys. Alright. So do we do disguises now before we go in the sewers? It's probably smart, man. I feel like, again, if we're going into a criminal underworld, they are probably keenly aware of our bounty.
Yeah, let's.
Are we throwing out the contact Jacob Black idea?
I think he's a card we can use.
Yeah.
Because I could message him instantly right now and get a response.
Hey, Rorndal. You
Yeah.
seem like a good guy with faith in people, and I can respect that. You, from what you've told me about this Jacob Black figure, right? So you got this guy who is trying to run against the perennial mayor of a town that has pretty undisputedly kept him as mayor repeatedly, be it old money, be it, guild involvement, I don't fucking know. But however he has stayed in power, you have a young buck coming up trying to challenge him, who definitely has seen a poster about people he has met and knows what they look like. They got 10,000 gold on their head? Boy, I don't mean to necessarily challenge your faith in humanity here, but what the hell would stop that boy from turning us the fuck in, collecting 10,000 gold and using that to up his game?
Because Freedon is the city of dirty money. I don't think a guard has done anything actually pertaining to the
fuck, that's not dirty money, it's a bounty!
Right, and so, this isn't the first time that the mayor has done something like this.
Hey,
false
Rorndal,
accusation.
I'll do whatever you want, man, but if that little shit tries to get us kicked, I'm gonna put a bullet through his damn head. Or maybe not a bullet. I was told not to use bullets. I'm gonna put a blade through his damn head. This is up to you, man. We can also just sneak through the sewers.
What do you think, Belladin?
Rorndale. I've seen the way you look at your own beard, and I know I can't take that away from you, but I don't see a way that we can disguise you really without doing something to that. So, if we're going to disguise
We
you...
can carry him around in a sack.
Baron, you are... If we were, per se, a narrative, I would describe you occasionally as comedic relief. In this case, that's not a terrible idea.
Do any of you have a sack on you that is large enough to carry a dwarf? I think is the first question we gotta ask.
Do I have I don't know, maybe.
No one in this party has a sack large enough to carry a dwarf. I will just get out there and say it. None of you assholes have a bag big enough to carry him.
Rorndal, how big are you?
That is a good question. My character sheet says that I think I'm 4 feet and... how many pounds? 160? What are you thinking, buddy? 170.
Hey,
With 141
Hey,
pounds of equipment.
Yeah.
you got any, gray paints or dyes?
I do.
Specifically that which could go onto a face well?
Sorry, what? Face well?
A face. Do you
A
have
face.
anything that goes onto
No.
a face,
Why?
comma, well?
Onto a face, well.
Okay.
Because I got an idea for you, my man. I don't know how familiar you are with Goliaths, but we take our tiny hairy friend here, I put him in my duster, put him on my shoulders, button that shit up the front, and put some gray paint on him, and that's a big-ass Goliath.
Oh.
Won't his arms be kind of short?
Wouldn't it be better if I was on the net?
Oh, Bryce, why did you ruin that for me? That would have been so good. Oh, I could have spoiled that disguise so well.
We actually no. I mean, that's a really good point. We could probably like take some sticks
Invert it.
and like give you some sticks, and then put my gloves on the sticks, and then just
Maybe it was a birth defect.
What if he's the legs and you're the arms? Yeah, he has a
Well,
pretty
no,
good-
how confident are you in carrying me?
He's pretty
I'm
strong.
pretty strong.
Well, let's see it happen right now. Get on his shoulders.
Pick me
Yeah.
up, bitch.
Alright, go ahead, strength check.
What, strength check? How heavy is he?
I can tell you exactly how heavy it is. Hold on.
It doesn't matter, you're still doing a strength feat.
It's not a strength check, is it? It's just picking someone up.
Yeah, it's a strength check. Welcome to my
Yeah.
world
He
of
is-
D&D.
He is 165 approximately pounds.
Alright, go
Okay.
ahead. Strength check that mofo.
Not counting
Alright.
equipment.
I just rolled a 17.
Yeah. Picks him up with ease. Places him right on top of his shoulders.
You comfy?
Aldu takes his duster and
What do you guys see? Tell me what you envision before I...
I see the inside of a duster right now.
Belladin, how does it look to you?
Yeah. I'm so flabbergasted, I'm not even capable of... It looks good. Like, it looks...
How much of Warndall's legs can you see underneath the duster?
I don't know how long the duster is.
Well, I assume it's Aldu's full body length, or damn near, correct?
Wouldn't it just look like
it
Aldu
goes down
on
to
top
about
of
like
me?
it goes down to about like midish shin on Aldu.
Okay, so you can see Warndell's beard from underneath the bottom of the duster,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can see like half of his chest.
What about Aldu's legs? Because I mean,
Well, yeah, okay, yeah,
Knees.
yeah, it does not work. Yeah, it's a great idea. He'd have to be like kneeling or something. You think that maybe it might be better if Aldu's on the bottom, and you just deal with the short arms.
armless Goliath.
Matt, you saw that in chat, right?
No, I'm on a phone.
Oh, look at the group
Oh,
chat, my man.
fuck. Of course I saw that coming. And it's just like a sword coming out instead of a...
It's Vincent Adult Man.
I bet you my Warhammer is one of the arms.
Oh my fucking god.
I could cut
It
whittle
is
some wooden arms
more
for you.
towards evening now, and the sun isn't quite setting, but it's heading in that direction.
Alright,
Rorndal, get on my shoulders.
I do so.
Do I
Can
need
you,
to whittle some arms?
can you carry me? I'm really heavy.
Oh fucking yeah, I can. It's a nat 20.
170 pounds plus 141 pounds of equipment.
You're not gonna have your equipment on you, dummy.
That's true.
We're gonna have someone else carry that shit.
Kip!
I will only carry the load that I will only share the load with Master Belladin.
Alright, I'll give you a third try on that.
I will only share the load with Master Belladin.
Kip, you
Tried and failed.
should take some of his gear.
I will take as much gear as Master Belladin decides that I will take.
What, Kip, you don't want to take my load unless Master
I
Belladin
would
tells you
never
to?
take your load unless Master Belladin at least told me I needed to. I had
Y'all are
to.
fucking weird. I just want you to know that.
Well, I'm sorry, Aldu. I'm a firm believer in sharing the load.
Hey, you don't understand bearing another man's load
Hey,
until
Belladin.
you're in the faith.
Hey, Belladin.
Yeah.
Does he like have a condition that he like doesn't hear himself, or like is this normal? Does this happen a lot?
Belladin just sits there and his
Yo,
mouth,
man, yeah, don't answer that.
his mouth moves a little bit, but you can't really. He doesn't.
Brothers, we are wasting time.
Yeah, we are.
I put Arndal on my shoulders.
Yeah, it looks a little bit better now. Your duster kind of goes to your hips, so it's really small. But yeah, I mean, small man on top of little man.
Oh, I am Mr. Goliath. Oh, I am.
You know what,
I
though,
am a
Farron did make a
Goliath.
really good point. I think you might just be a grossly malformed human if your arms are that tiny. I think we might have to play this like you just got the fucking short staff there, man.
Oh, I am a disformed human.
Can I roll disguise? Can I?
You're gonna disguise him now.
What if you don't talk?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
And Aldu talks from the
Tell me how you're gonna disguise these individuals, and then you
Well-
can do so with everyone.
okay. Well, per Aldo's recommendation, I'm gonna, to the best of my knowledge, Aldo, can you assist me on this? But I'm gonna make him look like Goliath. You know,
Oh,
Great paint.
no.
What do I roll for this to help him on that?
You can't roll shit. This is
Okay.
all him.
By the way, guys,
This
I
is
wanna
like-
remind-
This is the equivalent of like a makeup artist sitting down and you being like, "How can I help you?" And they're like, "Don't fucking move."
OOC, I want to remind everyone my favorite thing that Farron has a charisma of 6, so a -2 to deception and all other charisma skills.
Oh, you can't
Hey,
tell them that.
Hey, God, can I ask a question real quick?
You may ask whatever.
May I at least give him advantage on this roll because Aldu is keenly aware of what Goliaths look like?
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. It's his task. He has chosen to do this. He can give the disguise kit to anyone, and they can do it. But he is proficient in it, and therefore he gets a bonus to it. So he's taking it
Mhm.
upon himself to. He's seen Goliaths before, and Belladin has proven himself to be a well-adept individual that can learn people's voices after meeting them for only a couple of minutes. So it seems pretty reasonable that he might also be able to like remember what things look like.
yeah.
He is
Okay.
like a 34-year-old adult. Like he's seen some people.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do it up, my man.
So
So yeah.
you can disguise everyone as you see fit, except for yourself. You already have a disguise kit for yourself that you have already
Yeah.
made in his past. I believe the name was something ridiculous. You can just make a new name if you'd like. Your name was
Bring me the
something
name.
dumb. It was real dumb. It was hyper dumb. But it was good. It was good. It passed one check. So go ahead.
Cool.
Sheldon Beppard.
Yeah, Sheldon Bedford.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the Goliath makeup for my friend Rondale here. It's mostly gray. Dark gray around the edge of his eyes. His beard has to have a little more powder to it. Gotta take some of that reddish away.
It's more of a dark brown, so it probably fits.
Yeah, still gotta get some gray in there. It's just
Yeah. Right.
and I'm going to make sure his hair is completely covered under his hat. Like you can see nothing. It's just he is very stark looking.
Okay.
Okay. Here comes the roll. What's my bonus? Do you know? Do you have it in front of you?
Plus 3. It's just
Okay.
it's a tool, so it
Yeah.
doesn't get affected by anything but that.
This is an important roll. Can I get some kumbaya?
Kumbaya.
Wait, can I give him? Can I use guidance?
No,
The tool.
it's just a tool.
Inspiration.
All right. I rolled a 10, which plus 3 is 13.
Yeah, I mean he looks like a Goliath. I mean, yeah, he looks pretty good. I mean you're pretty confident. Like you put the finishing touches on, you throw on some war paint too, so you kind of like put some Goliath war paint you've seen before, kind of on his face.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you think, yeah, I mean, to the best of your knowledge, that looks pretty good. Yeah. It's passable.
How do I look?
You look like you're made of stone.
I mean,
Clay.
he does indeed look passable for what he was trying to attempt to look. It's not the greatest disguise you've ever seen, but it's not so bad someone would be like, "That's a dwarf on top of a human," you know, like you got some.
Maybe
finagling
don't
to
try
do.
to talk to any other Goliaths.
You've got to talk to some. Yeah, definitely don't tell me that you should not talk to other Goliaths, because that totally won't happen later on.
What is this mysterious voice coming from your stomach?
So Belladin dons his own disguise kit that he had already prepared. You see him change his hair color, and like kind of like almost with the darker color, almost thicken his beard, and he produces some like kind of drops, it looks like, and his eye color changes. And he has another set of clothes that he takes on, and he moves on to the two remaining individuals, Farron and Kip.
Okay. I don't know what Kip looks like.
Kip's your pretty average-looking dude. I mean, put him in perspective of me then. If you're trying to imagine what Kip looks like, why don't you just picture me and figure out how you would change it?
Oh, God.
Okay, Alex. We're gonna put a little bit of bleach in your hair. You got some darker features, so I'm gonna put a little bleach in your eyebrows. It's temporary, I think. We're gonna put some bleach in your hair. You gotta shave your whatever facial hair you have going on.
Okay, he does so.
Thanks, Kip.
Undoubtedly, he does it pretty willingly.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for basically bleach, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lower end disguise kit. You're trying to like change his physical features rather than his overall race.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a 19 plus 3, it's a 22.
Oh, he looks completely different. This is 180.
Okay.
Kip who? Kip who?
Moving on. I'm gonna move Farron. We're gonna blaze right through this. Farron, walk me through what you look like again.
Farron is a bronze-skinned high elf with red hair and golden eyes.
Okay.
He looks like this in the chat. Processing. There it is.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of highlighter on his skin. Make him a lot paler. Just take away some of that sun-kissed tree elf.
Tree elf.
Tree elf.
Yeah. There you
Then
go.
I'm gonna darken the hell out of his hair, and have him tied up in a man bun, so that we don't have these flowing locks.
Yeah, go ahead. I love it. Keep it.
All right, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Frosted
Go
tips.
for it.
Oh shit.
Classic. 3 rolls. One of them has to go off the table.
All right, that was a 17 plus 3 is 20.
Yeah, Farron who? Farron who? So, I mean, the most questionable of your disguises is most certainly the Rondale Aldu combo, but it looks passable. I think if someone really wanted to sit down and look into it, Vorndal would have to really just talk his ass off.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, you guys look pretty good.
And the guy with the highest charisma modifier is currently carrying me.
Wait, hold on. Cam, what is your charisma modifier?
Oh my boy. I have 18 charisma with a +4 to both save and mod.
I also have an 18 charisma. Fuck you.
That's good. Okay, so you guys are standing at this kind of like almost sheer cliff, and as you look down, you can see, looks like, a sheer cliff with a sandy beach at the bottom. And as you look to your left, you can see that the beach kind of like fades away into more of a rocky, like, outcrop in a way. And then a little bit farther beyond that is the harbor. The other side of that's the other side of the harbor with the gate. And then the other sheer rock face of Freedom.
So I'm gonna just look for traps, and presumably would recognize a Thieves Guild trap if I saw one.
Okay. Yeah, so where specifically are you looking for traps on this, like, plateau, or not plateau, this cliff top that you're on? Are you looking for it on the beach? Are you looking for it in the rocky outcrop. You gotta be more specific when you're like, I'm looking for traps. I gotta know like where you're looking.
I'm looking around near the entrance. You mentioned a gate, right?
Oh, there's a gate. That's the normal city gate.
Oh, sorry, I missed out for a second. So we're looking for a sewer tunnel. I'm not gonna really look for traps until I see a sewer tunnel, I guess.
Okay. Let me just give you just a real quick and dirty here. Where is it? Oh, that's hexographer. That's why. Sorry.
If we're disguised, couldn't we go through the gate? We'd have to go through customs, but
Yep, you'd have to go through customs.
yeah.
Okay, so everything's brown.
Farron looks at Farron.
But basically, like, you guys, like, there's this rocky, like, this is where you guys are. This is like this cliffside, okay?
Yeah.
The water is like starting here, and all this brown is water, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and like the city wall is right here, right next to where you are. And as you kind of like look down, you can kind of see like it's like rocky here, you know, like rocks start like jutting out into the water, you know, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then like the harbor starts like right here, you know, and then you know further on is the things that I've described. That was a really shitty map, but you kind of
That's fine. I see it. So, per my memory, there is a sewer between the wall and the harbor, closer to us than is the harbor. But I don't know if it's still there.
From what you can remember, if you would be positioned like where you see on my screen, like right about here is kind of where I'm describing you are. Yeah, you remember that when you entered into the Black Cock, that you remember looking back behind you and there was this long tunnel with a whole bunch of series of different kinds of gates that were long sealed and sealed multiple times over.
Oh shit. Fuck. You're right. I mean, sealed with metal that can be melted by a dwarf who knows fire magic?
I don't know.
Don't know fire magic.
You don't have any means of melting steel?
The sacred flame does radiant damage.
Damn it, fuck.
I don't seem to have any metal affecting spells. Most of my stuff is buff related.
Fuck, I don't know what to do.
I have meld into stone. What does that do? You step into a stone object or surface large enough to fully contain your body, melding yourself and all the equipment you carry with the stone for the duration, which is 8 hours long.
So you could do that and just throw yourself into the metal? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think that's how it works.
When merged with the stone, you can't see what occurs out of it. Oh, so I can't move while I'm inside the stone.
Like you melt in, like the stone, you pick like a stone face or like a giant stone, and you sort of like, in a way, you melt it and you go into the stone in kind of like a pocket, basically, and you can stay there for 8 hours or whatever, but you have no idea what's happening outside of you. So you can't use it to pass through, but you can meld into, if that makes any sense. So like you can't pass.
It's more of a hiding thing.
Yes,
okay.
It's more of a hiding thing. Like, oh, I'm being chased. Meld into stone.
Oh, okay.
Right. We might have to just
see the map.
bluff through customs.
Okay. I mean,
how confident are we in these disguises?
I don't think it's that thick.
It is most certainly not that thick. You can tell that Aldu is eating something under the blazer. Or the duster.
You're not eating his beard, are you?
I adjust my beard so it goes over the coat.
A little bit of cheese Aldu brought with him from home.
Oh, you're gonna stink up my clothes. I just got those.
You're on my shoulders. Okay, I wouldn't be. We can go through customs if we want, okay? I'm down. Let's fucking try it. What are we gonna do? Run into the sewer hole?
Brendan, is that a
It's
brown
sealed.
lion?
Yes.
I just noticed that. Where'd you get that?
The CTA.
Wow. Got a badass over here.
This was so. I
What are we
don't know if
doing
you
here,
guys.
boys? Are we going through the customs house?
Well, alternatively, we are looking at Rorendale reaching out to Jacob Black, or going through customs, because I don't think we can rely on the Thieves Guild.
Okay, so I think we can rely on the Thieves Guild for what it's worth. We just can't. We don't have access to them right now, based on what I'm seeing with this gate, or what I remember from this gate, from the sewer. I mean, the problem they're in.
Wait.
Kip kind of like Master Belden, if I may.
Go ahead.
What's on the other side of the Freedom Peninsula?
I mean, more of the
Is there
same.
another entrance on that side?
It's not entirely possible. I was always kind of the South Coast kind of guy. I've never been on.
I would love to go through customs. I thought Earthel was just wonderful.
Earthel is wonderful, but we're not fugitives. I'm open to trying the other entrance. We might as well. I mean, I've never been there. I'm not familiar with the area.
I'm going before we do, Mr. DM. Farron is going to inspect the grate.
Okay, so
Covering
you
the
need
sewer.
to scale down the cliffside because you guys are like 500 feet up. You gotta scale down the cliffside to go look at this. So it's gonna take you some time.
Oh. Okay,
You
well,
guys
yeah,
aren't
I
like,
asked
it's
for the
not
map
like you,
again,
like,
but
peek around the corner and it's like right there. You know, like you guys.
I
are,
didn't
like,
understand where
so
we stood
Freedon sits on
comparatively.
an arch, and you guys have been, as you approached Freedon, have been gradually going up and up and up and uphill. So now, like, you can kind of think of like, you guys are like standing on the edge right now. You're deciding, do we climb down and try and find an entrance from this side? Do we go through the customs house? Or do we go to the other side and try and figure out what's going on over there? Or, like, what do we do, basically? You guys aren't at the grate, if that makes any sense.
I guess we try the north side then. It's not like we're in a hurry.
We can try the north side. I think that's our best bet.
Taking
To the north side.
an ever so wide arch of the main gate, you guys make your way towards the north side of the Freedom Arch. You kind of like peer down. And you see something very similar to what you saw on the other side, except for the absence of the double series gate. You see like it's split in half. You see one half kind of in the similar fashion, kind of sandy beaches that fades into rocky outcrops, and then a little bit farther past the other side of the harbor, it's still sheer, but it's actually more sheer. It looks as if though this side has been purposely crafted in a way so that you couldn't scale the cliffside on this half past this harbor. So if you kind of see where the customs warehouse is, you don't think you can do anything over here. It looks like maybe craftsmen have like kind of like chipped away at this rock face, and it's smooth as a baby's bottom.
Okay. How's the water? The choppy?
It's the north side. It's July, so it's not too bad. It's not terrible. I think it's swimmable. It's probably enjoyable to a degree. I mean, you are kind of in the north, so it's a little brisk, little stack of dimes kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But you know, yeah.
Welcome to Freedon. It's not terrible.
Okay, so, I mean, Belden's gonna have a sense of what's going on. He's gonna take off some of his equipment, like take his bag off, just to rub a little bit so it's a little easier for swim. He's a little bit less weighted down. Take off his armor,
What are you doing?
and he's gonna get in the water.
Won't your disguise wash off?
No, I'm not letting my face below the water.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
So you kind of like, you see Belden kind of like disrobe himself in a way, like get rid of some of his clutter, kind of like make his way down this cliffside without really saying anything to anyone. And it takes him a little while. It takes him about, it's like 20 minutes of him like kind of like navigating down this cliffside. And he gets down to the shore, and you see him get into the water, taking very, very good care to keep his head above the water. Okay? So what do you do?
Alright.
Brendan?
What do I do? Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking us to party. I'm just gonna keep going east until I see a tunnel opening.
Yeah, you see a couple of tunnel openings. You see one a little bit lower to the ground. It's got one metal grate, and you can see that it's an elbow shaped. So like you can see in, but you can't quite see where it goes because it immediately like jackknifes straight to the right. And as you go down a little bit farther, you see another entrance that's a little bit higher up, and you can almost like see the sewage pouring out of it. And it doesn't look like it's graded per se, but it looks like there's like kind of like stones almost kind of like piled near the entrance. So you would have to like kind of wedge out these stones out of the side to be able to get through to it.
Okay, I think it might be our best bet. So the rock face is really slick. We enter the water. Does it stay that way all the way across?
Yeah, so you see where the customs warehouse is on my screen?
Yeah.
Like everything that you can see from there until where it starts to curve towards what you know is like the east side, it's all super sheer. You probably would have never noticed unless you had really been looking for it, but it looks like almost as if it was designed this way.
Yeah.
Here's a out of character question.
Go ahead.
If we sneak in through sewage and the sewage pipes, won't we be identified just as easily? Like, if we come in and we're in disguises and we're covered in crap, people are going to be like, why are those people covered in crap?
I'm not going to be that mean. I wasn't thinking that much into, like, what crawling through the sewers meant. I mean, because the way I've described the sewers is, like, it's not really that bad. But, I mean, I don't know. If you want to vet a different option, do that as a character, because I don't really care what you guys do. I'm making this up as we go, so, and not to like just, disillusion everyone into thinking I had some grand plan. Like, we're just kind of very naturally coming through with our own solution together. So if you think the customs house and rolling the dice is better than going to the sewer, then do that. I don't really care. It's no sweat off my back, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm. Belden is sort of like flummoxed that his like one big idea isn't going to work out as easily as he thought it would, and so he's open to suggestions.
I also don't know how we're going to get
way
the.
back to everyone and kind of reported what you've seen. So everybody's kind of do metagamed back into what just happened.
Yeah.
All right, how do we get in?
I think Belden's going to look at like everyone in disguises. Look Rorendal like long and hard. Like we got a shot at customs. We have a shot.
Maybe we don't go in all at once with customs.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's a good start. We could split up into pairs so we could talk with each other. I don't know if we want to go on one-on-one, but that might be our best bet. Could be.
Someone's going to have to go with Rorendal because.
I'll go with Belladin because if Kip goes with Belladin, like they're looking out for the pair, right?
Oh boy. Kip, you're with me!
I wouldn't be surprised.
Alright.
Kip?
Yeah.
Make me proud, son.
Okay. So, you make your way to the customs house. How are we doing this?
Rorendal's still on my shoulders, is he not?
Yeah.
He's 100% on your shoulders, so I don't know how he would go with anyone else but you.
We're a package deal right now, dude.
No, I know. It's going to be us two towering together with Belladin.
Alright.
Because if anyone's going to get us through, it's the most charismatic person who's not currently holding a dwarf.
Kip
You got
kind
that
of
right.
speaks up. Is there a place we're meeting up after this? We're all going at separate times. We can't just wait at the gate for everyone.
Well,
right?
it can't be anywhere except the Black Cock.
Yeah, I think the Black Cock's our best bet.
Okay, we're gonna go to the bar where they know us the best as Makk Varrlosagg. I like that idea. I'm down for whatever idea Master Paladin is down for.
Sorry, I didn't have a lot of just out of character. I wasn't at the Black Cock.
Correct.
Very much. We were there. So I'll stand corrected.
That was a way that a character was trying to portray to you information that you would not have had.
100%.
We need to go to the web bench.
I mean,
how do you know what that is, Aldu? You're not a very
That was not in character.
Okay.
What are the other taverns? Do we meet by the wet bitch?
Jacob Black frequents the wet bitch.
Oh. How about we just meet by like
Harbor District to the fucking Harbor District, and no one cares because no one asks questions.
Are you frustrated, Cameron?
A little bit, dude. I'm.
Wow,
like,
it must be.
I have
it must be really terrible to play a character who doesn't know anything about the world or know anything.
Alright. Oh, I don't.
Oh.
Okay.
I think we're experiencing this pretty organically. I was so down to vet the options for going through the sewer, so I think we should.
Why don't we decide either to meet in the harbor or in Old Town? Those are old
place, and it's probably the most heavily guarded among the city.
harbor.
Is there a place that we can go that is, I don't know, per se, not full of guards or less full of guards, or I don't know, also maybe close to our contact guy?
Harbor works.
Some good role playing, Cam.
Fantastic. So you guys are going through in pairs, correct? So there's 5 of you.
Pair and a half.
Pair and a half.
I have enough of a pair for all of us.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's currently resting on Aldu's head.
Who's going solo then? Somebody's going solo.
Wait. No, so it's
No, it's just two
it's
characters.
me and Cam.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who's going first?
We should probably
Gotta
try and
be
get the
us.
Goliath Makk
Yes.
through first.
Get the Goliath in first.
All right. So, since they are going into a place where the other two characters are not, the other two characters need to mute me.
So just Farron.
Yeah. Well, so.
Farron, well, I'll be with Kip. It's fine.
Farron and Kit.
Oh my God, Farron, you're gonna be the one that's by yourself.
Bathroom break.
This will be great. Yeah, totally. He has to. I hope he muted me. Bryce, did you? He has to mute all of us because this is gonna get hot. So go ahead. Bring me up to the customs house.
Oh, this plan cannot possibly work. Okay.
Well, fuck off. You already chose it. Keep
No,
going.
it's awesome. It's awesome. That's why I think it's great.
I'm ready.
All right, walk us up. All right, here we go.
Bodo's gonna lead the way.
So it's Belladin and the Goliath. Okay, go ahead. You walk into the musky customs house. Earthless sitting at the desk with.
I'm gonna be using the voice of Jackson Halffoot.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey there, how are ya?
What is that? No, that. Wow, that's.
I'm sorry, is
I
there a
didn't know
problem?
any better. You sound like someone that I know pretty well. You sound. Huh.
Are you talking? No, there's no way. Are you talking about Jackson Halffoot?
Well, actually, I am talking about Jackson because I forgot what Earthel sounds like.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
goddamn.
talking about Jackson. How do you know Jackson?
I am his half brother. Can you believe that? Can you fucking believe that?
So what does that make you? A half-halfling?
No, it's a fucking step.
Are you a quarterling?
You're real funny, Earthel. I like you a lot. We're gonna be best friends. You understand?
Roll me a deception check.
Oh my god. Bryce, you can hear us, right?
Oh, okay. Let me just check my bonuses real quick. Plus, okay, I got a 21 with bonuses.
Okay. What'd you say your name was?
I'm Hawthorne Halffoot.
Hawthorne, huh? What's the
Yeah.
nature of your business in Freedon?
I'm just visiting my cousin, my brother. We have other family here, but he's the one.
Gotta roll another deception check.
Fuck.
Oh.
That's 19.
So I'm confused. Is Jackson your brother or your half cousin? I'm lost.
He's my brother. He's not the only family that I have in the city. I'm dropping voice out of character, but I'm still in
I
voice.
understand. Family can be confusing. My own brother's my own grandfather. It's messed up. But I don't really question it anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Are there any kind of licenses you're gonna need while in town?
Yeah, I gotta pay forward some weapons dues, and that's about it. I'm not planning on making any commerce while I'm in town. Just weapons, I think.
Sounds good. Sign here. We'll collect the toll from you at a later time. Sound okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much. And I want to speak for my friend here.
I'm sorry. You have to understand that when it comes to security's real high right now. We got this group of assholes out here supposedly working with the Val. I'm out here trying to do my part. Now, if you go ahead and step into that little room right over there, we have an additional screening process that you'll be going through.
Well, that sounds fantastic. I'm glad to see the city of Freedon is taking as many precautionary measures it needs to keep the city safe and secure.
It is undoubtedly one of my pleasures. We're looking for one particular individual who has some sort of fire, boom sticks, apparently is the word around town. If you wouldn't mind, Jerome, and a very large Goliath walks through the door. Yes, Earthful. I'm gonna need you to pat this man down here to see if he has these legendary boom fire stick things.
He's talking about me, right?
Yeah, come on. And he ushers you into the other room.
Okay. I'm gonna look back at our Goliath, and just be like, and then just walk.
And Kim and Matt, you need to mute me now. And same with you too, Bryce.
God, alright, hold on.
Christ. How do I mute you on mobile?
You should still be able to.
Alright, I got him muted.
Here, I'll just unplug my headphones, and then you
Whatever
guys
you want,
wave
man.
at me.
So Brendan, this.
I mean, I'll
Goliath
put
is
it in
gonna-
chat. Keep
you're
your
in
eyes
this
on chat
other
or
room.
whatever. I mean, I'll wave
The
if you
Goliath
need
is
it.
gonna instruct you to kind of like, and you can do this for the camera. Can you stand up and like stretch out your arms?
You're good, Alex.
Stretch out your arms. Okay. Out to your sides, please, sir. And he's going to like pat you down, up and down. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Like he's aggressively patting you. Okay. So he like pulls out. What kind of weapons do you have on you?
Dagger right there.
Okay. So he pulls out your dagger, your rapier. He like inspects them. He looks at them. He kind of like dings them on the table and gives them back to you. Okay, you're free to go. Enjoy your stay in the city of Freedon.
Well, thanks.
And you are free to leave out the door. And you can give everyone the thumbs up.
I'm gonna walk.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna walk out the door, but I'm gonna turn the corner and just stick right behind the wall. Like I'm right outside the door.
Okay, so the Glad's gonna like walk out the door and he's gonna like turn and see that you're there. Sir, the door to the city is right there.
I'm sorry, which way?
It is literally right behind you, sir.
Well, thanks. And I will turn around until he's not looking at me and just finds. I can just like go right inside the next building, next room. But I'm just gonna sit and wait.
He's literally watching you, and he's like, he comes up to the next room and, sir.
Should we unmute him? I don't know.
This is not the city.
Okay.
The city is the FSA, the Freedon Security Association, would like you to please now exit the building.
Okay. So I just keep walking.
Okay, and you exit through the doors. You can give everyone the thumbs up.
Is it okay to unmute?
Hold on.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Everybody should be able to unmute me except for Bryce, because Bryce is still not in the building.
Bryce, you need to stay muted.
Okay. Urthel kind of ushers forward the large Goliath that remains.
I kind of nudge.
Wow.
I'll do. Whoa. Har.
Name?
Boulder.
Boulder. You got a surname there? Boulder what?
Large foot.
Boulder Largefoot.
Boulder small hand, dude.
Alright, Mr. Boulder. What are you here for?
Bodyguard.
And you can see Urthel kind of like looks you up and down. For who?
For him. And I point out the door.
What's
To
his
where?
name?
Oh, fuck me.
What do you have?
Shit. What was his name? Oh. Wait.
Come on,
I got this. Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, his name was. Shit.
What's his name? I need it right now.
Big Red.
Yeah, Big Red, definitely. That's 100% his name.
Oh, nickname.
Yeah. Sir, I'm gonna need you to go into that room right there. Jerome, the Goliath, comes out the door. Yes, Earthel. You're gonna want to get T.1 on this one. Oh. Okay. And he goes back through the door, and a second Goliath comes through. You needed my help today, Earthel? Yep. This is weird. This is real weird. Can you give this guy the full inspection, please? Everything. Okay. And they pull you into the small room, and as they're pulling you into the small room, Farron the Red walks through the door with Kip Harrington. You can go ahead and tell Bryce he's good to go.
Bryce, you can unmute. Oh boy.
And so, like, okay, just to be clear, can I see what's going on?
No. You have no idea. You have no idea what's happening, and it's so unempowering, but just wait. Trust me on this. There's a full idea that's going on, okay? Just don't give up. Alright?
Alright.
Farron, you walk in with Kip. Which one of you is going first?
Farron is going to kind of whisper to Kip. He's going to say, "Alright, my name is Acis Dewfall, and I speak Little Common, and I'm going to speak Elvish, primarily. What's yours?"
Pick Merrington.
Okay.
Pick Merrington. Yeah.
Pick Merrington.
Pick Merrington. Pick
Okay.
Merrington.
No, let's go with Pick Merrington, okay?
Pick Merrington. Yeah. This
All right.
work. I'm gonna make Master Belden so proud.
You do that.
I'm sorry, your name was... I already
Acis
forgot it.
Dewfall.
Okay.
Acis Dewfall.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I'm totally gonna remember that.
Got it?
Sure.
Acis Dewfall. Alright.
Axis will fall. Gotcha.
Acis...
Acis will fall. Gotcha. Okay, alright. Let's do this.
Alright. Farron will step up.
Okay. Name.
He's going to reply in... he's going to reply in common. Acis Dewfall.
Acis do fall. State the nature of your business and freedom, please.
He looks to Kip for a second, and he says in Elvish, "Traveling, visiting."
Ma'am, if I may please, I am his translator. I am the translator of Axis will fall. Okay. And what did he say? I believe he said he's whoring. In fact, I know that that's what he's here for. He's whoring. 100%. He's here to whore. Okay. Alright. Well, that's not uncommon around these parts. Mr. Willfall, Let me. I better. How long do you plan on being in Freedon? And she kind of like looks at Kip. Does he hear good, or is he one of those?
Farron like turns to Kip and says something really fast in Elvish, and then like he holds up 2 fingers and then shakes his hand and he holds up 4 fingers. He's basically
2 to
just
4
making
years.
bullshit.
2 to 4 years of hardcore whoring. Easily. 2 to 4 years. Easily. Okay. That'll take its toll on him. I've seen some of the work these women can do, but it seems fairly believable to me. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Your name was... Well, let me tell you about my name. I am none other than the faithful servant of... And right as he's about to say it, he's like... Axis will fall. I am none other than... Pick Merrington. Okay. You know, I met someone like you one time. He was a real weirdo, super devoted to this one guy that I know. Kept talking about his love and all that. It was real weird. Some real weird stuff. But I can tell that you're in no way, shape, or form any way associated with that psychopath. Well, the current mayor is a little spooked. He thinks there's assassins out for him. So he's having a mandatory screening process in addition to the normal screening process. Or an additional screening process to the normal screening process. What I meant to say. 2:30. Now, there's some individuals in there right now, so why don't you just go ahead and have a seat, and we'll take care of you next.
Farron says something in Elvish that sounds like a question.
He's asking, can we deliver whores to the customs house? Like right now. Like 2 bangers right now.
Oh my god.
Earthel kind of like looks and was like, no. Take a seat.
No.
Now.
Farron looks at Kip.
And you guys sit down. And now back to the wonderful duo that is sitting inside of the room. Now,
Do we have to mute?
I will let everyone hear what is about to happen. But you cannot, in character, know what happens. The 2 Goliaths are going to have the Rorndale Aldu combo sit down at a table. It's a little bit of a different process from what is normal. Yeah. So you guys are sitting down at this table, right? And the 2 Goliaths are sitting to the opposite of you with a spotlight kind of flashing in Rorndale's face.
No.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Boulder.
Boulder, huh? Where do you come from, Boulder?
Guys, I gotta be honest. I'm new here.
Yes, we understand that you are new here. We're asking, where do you hail from?
The whole village destroyed.
Yes, we understand. Oh no. Listen, man. We can't leave until we get a thorough interview from you. Just tell us where you're from.
I'm from a bodyguard from Mana Grove.
Really? Where in Mana Grove are you from?
Merchant District.
What street?
3rd and Oak.
3rd and Oak Street?
Oh fuck.
I have a cousin from 3rd and Oak Street.
Get out of town.
Yeah, you must know the secret handshake. Goliaths are very rare in Mana Grove, and we have a special handshake that we use. Could you demonstrate it for me?
Not sure if you're in on it. Wouldn't want to give away secrets.
Go ahead and roll me that old deception check.
Oh my god.
Lucky this is the first one I made you roll so far.
That's an 11.
Alright, you guys show me what he's gonna, I wanna see it. You gotta know it. Otherwise, I'm smelling a fib.
Guys, it's been so hard to move on. People I'm sure you know, they always pick on us.
Don't you fucking type to each other, you fucking goobers. Hands up.
I'm not typing to Matt.
I'm not looking, regardless.
Good. I hear keyboards clicking real fucking hard. Everybody put your goddamn hands up right now.
The metal police are here.
Stop having fun, guys.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Matt. It's been so hard.
It's been so hard, and the only thing I have is bodyguarding my friend.
What's your friend's name again?
I call him Big Red. It's how he met me.
Go on.
Well, I was in the Redwood Forest just off of Mana Grove, and I was just trying to make a living as a wood chopper when these bandits came up, and then out of nowhere, I got saved by Big Red. I called him Big Red because of the big red trees that he jumped out of, and ever since then, I've owed him my life.
I believe.
Goliath turns to the other. Whoa, that seems pretty reasonable to me. I mean, people jumping out of trees and stuff like that. Yeah, I could believe it. Well, yeah. Okay. Well then, sir. I think the only thing we gotta do is the quick pat down for weapons, real quick, and then we can let you go.
I do have weapons, since I am a bodyguard. I wanted to check them.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Please, sir, can you go ahead and stand up and put your arms out to your sides?
Yes, I do so.
Do you have some kind of disease? Why are your arms so short?
Little embarrassed. Please don't mention it.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and get this pat down with, and he starts patting down your arms. Goes to the other arm. He's gonna start making his way down your chest.
I fart.
Oh goodness. Let's see, on the scale of 1 to 100, how stinky is this fart?
Dwarven farts.
It is, on a scale of 1 to 100, it is an 88. The stinkiest farts Aldu has ever smelled. Aldu, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No! 8.
Aldu,
It's
you give a very audible reaction to this. Oh my god. What was that?
Sorry, bad digestion.
Reaches forward, unbuttons the duster.
I cast silence.
No, you do
Wait.
not get to do this. You do not get to take this from me. Aldu literally pops his head out of the jacket. I swear to fucking God, if you say a fucking thing and don't let us out of this room right now, I will kill you just as I've killed 100 other Goliaths. Do you fucking hear me?
Well,
I'm gonna put your ass 70 feet under, and I'm gonna put everyone in this building's under. This man is farting on my shoulders, and I just came here to whore!
I didn't see this one coming today, did you? No, I didn't. I mean, we could probably just clobber them. I mean, undoubtedly, we could clobber them. I mean, if he
Cast
fires that weapon-
silence.
You just see lips moving. They go to grapple you.
Oh shit.
You gonna let them fucking finish their sentence. It sounded like they were gonna let you go.
No, they weren't. We could probably just clobber them, and then they went to grapple us.
You literally didn't even let him finish your sentence, but yeah, go ahead and make some strength saving throws.
Shit.
First one is going to be Aldu. He needs to,
It's a saving throw?
Sure, yeah, because you're a fighter.
18.
Okay. You are able to kind of lock arms with this person. You do not get free, though.
It's like
you
a
are
chicken
you are
fight.
bound by this person, this Goliath. And then Rorendal, go ahead and make yourself a check. Your check more, Cam, was to kind of see if you knocked Rorendal off your shoulders. But you actually did a pretty good job of kind of doing both.
13.
Okay, you are hoisted off of Aldu's shoulders. And you are now suspended in midair by this Goliath.
Crap.
Okay. So, this is the current predicament that we're in. Is there anything you want to do before it goes any further?
Boy, you look at me and you look at me right now.
You're silenced.
You silenced me too?
So silence
Area of
An
effect.
area.
an area of
Nothing
effect.
in this room can communicate via anything but sight and hand movements, but your hands are bound because you're being grappled. So you have eyeballs and lip moving only.
Okay, so I'm imagining he's like locked arms like this,
Yeah,
right?
Totally, 100%.
Okay, he's literally gonna go.
So you're looking at me, or are you looking at the Goliath or the?
The Goliath.
Okay, look towards your camera so I can like read your lips a little bit more. Okay, so Rondell, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna point at him and nod.
You cannot point. Your arm, you are like,
Oh,
that's it.
God damn it. Alex.
I'm just gonna have my hands up.
Okay, so the Goliath is going to have looked at you, and he will look at you, Aldu, and he will take his pinky finger, and his pinky finger is going to point to your coin pouch, and then he's going to take his other pinky finger and point at Rorndale and wave it in a left to right motion. You can't see my lips, but he's going to kind of like lip to you in a way that makes it seem like you can pay your way out of this. He's not getting out. And he's going to mouth them's the deals. That's it. He's going to look at you. He's going to hold up 10 fingers, and then he's going to make 4 zeros and point to him. That's the deal.
Oh my god, Alex. I'm sorry, I'm gonna. Oh, do I? Hold on, give me a second. No, he's. You know what? No, he's just gonna. Wait, how was the room illuminated?
Multiple lanterns along the walls of the room. Then, like, the spotlight was like a candle in a reflective, recursive kind of like, dish, kind of like focused.
Yeah, Aldu just looks at the Goliath he's locked with and just goes,
Okay.
he's not making the first move though. He's trying to be the better man. He is fully convinced he's gonna fucking rock this dude if he doesn't let go of them both.
Question.
Sure.
Am I able to dispel the silence if I cast it, or is it stuck there for the full 10 minutes?
Well, you're grappled though, aren't you?
Oh, it's a concentration spell. I could break the concentration.
You could definitely break the concentration.
Are my hands free?
No. You can like kind of move your wrists a little bit, but you couldn't do the full
Like,
motion.
would that be enough for a somatic?
Yeah, you could. I think concentration spells, to start the spell, you gotta it's like to start a lawnmower, you gotta pull the ripcord, but once it's
So I
done,
wouldn't be able to cast a somatic to cast another spell, for example?
No, I mean, your hands are in a way, like, think of a somatic, like, Bryce could give a good example, like, if you're gonna do a somatic of a spell, like, that's like the crossing of your like, drawing the Christian cross. Like, you got to make a full motions. Like, it's not something you can like hide in your pocket and do because someone has to perceive you doing it. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
So no. I think you should drop the concentration spell and maybe talk.
Yeah, I'd drop concentration.
As he drops concentration, Aldu is literally still, because he's just fascinated that like words aren't coming out of his mouth. He just goes, "I literally taste shit. It is in my mouth. I physically taste." Oh
God, you can talk again. Okay.
I'm sorry. Where were we?
This is awkward. This is incredibly awkward. I was about to offer you the chance to bribe me. But now we're stuck in this weird scenario.
Yeah, well, I got a counteroffer for you here, my man.
I am open to negotiation, I think.
How about you just let us both go, and you get to go see your friends and family tonight.
Or I go see my friends and family, a very, very rich man.
See, now, that's a real shame, my man, because killing's a hell of a currency, in which I deal greatly. I got to use his bio line.
Shameless.
Shameless.
Shame.
I'm willing to let you go. I want the dwarf.
Why in God's name do you want a tiny hairy man?
10,000 gold. And I've heard stories about you. And I must say, you do some mighty fine work. You're not here to kill the mayor, are you?
Why on the fucking planet do you think I'm obligated to answer that question?
I have you grappled, sir, and you are but one shout from
Yeah, and you're
all
but
of the
one
guards.
tiny hairy man waving his wrist again and your ass going dead silent. I don't necessarily know if either of us are in a win-win here, so let's just talk this out like adults, okay?
And the Goliath is going to change his grip on Rorndale so as to throw his arm over Rorndale's mouth. And he now has Rorndale completely squeezed to his chest so that he cannot move his hands, he cannot use his mouth.
Ooh, I wouldn't touch the beard. That's a mistake.
Can I roll a strength to try and break out of it?
You have already been grappled, sir.
But I don't get to try again.
Nope, you don't. You failed. You'll be able to try again later, but not right now.
Poopy.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, listen here, my man. Let's say in a hypothetical that my business has brought me here to do some work, and that business could just greatly improve your quality of life. But, here's the thing.
The one that's holding Rorndale takes one step closer to the door.
I wouldn't keep moving there, let me finish. I need him. That's the problem.
One more step.
I give you one more chance here, man. That just ain't the choice.
I only want him. We don't want you.
I need to whisper you something meta. Hold on.
You can do it, man.
Not you, Matt.
Oh, I know.
You absolutely deserve this.
Hey. Yeah.
It is your fault entirely for this situation.
All right. I mean, there's no way that disguise was gonna work. Sure.
I don't know
You
what
shouldn't
you're
let them
talking
finish their
about.
sentence.
Holistically, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Cam, if you want to abandon me,
Oh, that's so fucking no. It's in his backpack. No, I cannot. And that would affect everyone inside the room.
I know.
That would be catastrophic.
I
That's
know.
potential like TPK at the current moment. Like everyone in that room is PK. Okay. Last chance.
Hold on.
tell me what it takes to let you go.
Sorry, guys. Potential jail or execution is always super difficult to RP out.
Understandable.
Because I so desperately don't want to send you there, but you have to believe that if I do, it's going to be okay. I mean, fucking Drax killed a man.
He broke a Drax rule. He cast magic in a city.
No, he irrationally cast magic without letting the person finish their sentence. Which, if he knew his DM, was an instant trigger me timbers.
Oh.
I got this music playing right now. It's real sad.
God damn. Matt, I'm so sorry, dude. If I was 2 levels higher, I would just fucking
You can
Keanu Reeves
let
your
me
ass
go.
out
I
of here,
fucked
but-
up. I can eat the consequences. Let me go, man.
He looks to Rorndal.
Rondell looks back.
Where I'm from, we call this a handshake. Generally,
Oh, I'm
as a
currently
return
being
when an offer
grappled.
is being made. That's not to Rorndal.
No.
Oh, my apologies. The Goliath extends his hand, releases his grapple, and extends his hand to you. You may walk freely.
Releases his grapple, you said?
Not of you.
Damn it.
Yeah, you are fucking full on grappled. You just cast magic, and this dude is like not letting you go anywhere. He knows that you can cast magic now. Your shit is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stand by. Ad plays for the cool, crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light.
Dilly dilly.
Diddly diddly.
Have you or your friends ever been caught trying to break into Freedon? Sounds like what you need is a cold, refreshing Andar Black. That's right, from the makers of your favorite beers.
So,
Oh, shit,
So
this is
Aldu's
be on the
gonna-
pod. Feels bad, man.
so Aldu's gonna, you guys, like, I mean, Rorndal could kind of tell that, like, you know, you've seen this vaguely before, but it looks like Aldu's trying to do something he doesn't normally do, which is think. And he just... And he's gonna look, and, like, for a second of awkward silence before, like, actually extending his hand out to meet this Goliath's, he, like, just stares at his face. Just, like... up, down.
Goliath releases his grip, reaches out to shake Aldu's hand. Connects. And releases. Goliath moves.
He looks to Rorndal. And he just makes his way out of the room.
Okay. As you exit the room, you leave out the right-hand side through the doors, leaving Warrendal to his fate. And
Am I leaving the same trajectory that Belladin in Disguise was leaving?
Yep.
I go immediately to him.
Before you do anything, you will hear the dinging of a bell from the customs house, like ding, 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 and it's just not stopping. It's just like constant dinging. All right. And while you two are going to be talking, we're going to describe what's going to happen because we're going to try and wrap up here. A caged wagon is going to roll up, and you are going to, and Farron and Kip will see this, that Rorndale is being like carried out. He is still kind of in this like vice grip, in a sense, where his mouth is covered, his arms are locked, and you'll see this cart pulls up, opens up. When when Rorndale comes out, they immediately gag him. They wrap his hands and they strip him of any holy symbols that he might have on him. And they put him in the back of this cart and they close the gate. And it seems like with all the commotion, Kip and Farron are able to kind of walk through customs and go through on their own. And the four of you are standing there watching as the gates close and Rorndale makes eye contact with you as you watch the carriage start making its way towards the pit. So if there's anything you want to say now between the four of you, you're more than welcome to do so.
Where we are together?
Yep. You were helpless to do anything in that current situation.
What did you do?
It's not what I did, motherfucker. Farted on my shoulders, and it was the most obscene shit I have ever smelled in my life, but we have a much bigger issue here. You think I couldn't have just popped a shot in both of them dudes' necks and walked out? Problem is, two things. Number one, I just got explicitly told not to use this motherfucking thing in this city, so I'm not gonna do that. B, if I can get out of there, motherfucker, we're gonna go save his ass. Rest assured, I got that dude's face on paper. No matter where we find Rorndal, that piece of shit is dead. And that ain't no bounty. That's justice.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
The first thing we gotta figure out is getting the fuck off these streets and right now. So I'd heavily ask you if there is somewhere that we can go that is, as one would say, nondescript. This would be the ideal fucking time because we just made a lot of noise coming in. And they know I'm here too. You know, those motherfucking Goliaths apparently know me.
Yeah. As an assassin from that.
Oh, they said they are familiar with my work.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
Asked me if I was here to kill the mayor. Almost obliged him. Tried to allude not to.
You're from here, Belladin. Don't you know of any safe houses? Or anything that you sneaky types like?
You can go into the sewers. It's an option.
They're gonna be expecting us to lay low. You gotta think for a second like someone that's not trying to hide. Plain sight is almost sometimes the best camouflage. I'm just asking you, do you got somewhere nondescript? I'm talking like the guards don't even necessarily want to go to. Just give me a place. Shit. You got a tavern. You got how the fuck does this city work? You got districts and shit.
Yeah,
Where do people not want to
let's
go?
go with the. Oh, sorry. I would know this. I'm sorry that I don't.
It's fine.
The name of the tavern in Old Town.
Golden Stag.
Let's go to the Golden Stag.
Okay. Lead on.
You make your way through the various winding streets. Nightlife seems a little bit elevated in a sense. You see individuals kind of grouping on street corners, whispering to each other. You hear the mentioning of the word dwarf every now and then. It seems that Warrendale seems to be the talk of the town. As you make your way through the winding streets, eventually you come to the series of gates that is Old Town. You make your approach to Old Town. To Guards stand sentry. Old Town passes.
I just turn around. I'm like, I don't have the time. What bitch it is?
Make your way to the harbor district, to where the wet bitch is. You see an old friendly sight there before you. And Brown the Belly, as he mans his station. Oh, sorry, Brown the Belly owns Black Cock. My bad.
I was gonna say he was Black
No,
Cock,
you're
wasn't
right.
he?
He's a Black Cock.
Yep.
My bad. There's a bunch of whores dancing. Woo. It's merrymaking and good times.
Bunch of whores. Woo.
As you sit down to contemplate what happened.
This would be a good time to pause.
Yeah.
Just
It would be great.
call
I
it.
have one character that I want to make an appearance. So just very casually mention something about what just happened. Just be like, that's fucked. How did Rorndale got caught? Or how did he get caught or something?
He fucking... I still can't even believe
What?
that shit. We were in the clear, man. We were in the damn clear. He farted. Listen, I consider myself a stalwart individual. That was the most rank shit I have ever smelled in my life. I don't even know how that came out of it. Is that a dwarf thing? I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar. Is that like something they do? Do they just like procure poison from their asshole?
I'm not familiar.
Okay, well, poison came out of this man's asshole. And
300-year-old gas, I guess.
apparently, thank you, alright, and I made a noise.
And
We were in the fucking clear.
You're gonna hear the ever lovely voice that you had heard Belladin copy as Jackson appears behind one of the tables. I think I got a plan, guys.
Oh my god.
Who's that?
Fade to black.
Hey.
Just that fucking
In no surprising turn of events, Rorndal's ass just got him landed in prison.
The ass was going to keep us out of prison. Mr. coughs a lot.
He panic
You fucking... You had God roll a percentile dice, dude. What the fuck was I supposed to do?
I thought it was fantastic.
He panic fart.
You did choose to panic fart.
Panic farted. He panic farted and then panic silence.
I think in the end it's gonna be okay, guys. That was fun. It was fun. It was interactive.
God, dude.
So we'll call it right there.
Matt, I want you to know, dude. I want you to know.